Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to sew this beautiful organza top with ruffles. So to start this tutorial, I'll be making use of 2 yards of organza fabric. So you can go with a candle organza. You can go with an ordinary organza. So any organza at all, organza fabric will be able to sew this dress. So here is my organza fabric. Like I said, it's 2 yards. So the 2 yards I have here, this is the yardage part of it. From this end to this other end, that is the yardage part of it. So I simply put it into two like this. So when you put it into two, it becomes 1 yard. So the 1 yard is from here to here at 36. Can you see that? At 36. So from that part of my yardage, I'll come over to the folded part. So I will put the folded part together like this. So we'll be able to create the neckline, the front neckline. So I'll just place it like this. This is a part that is folded. So on this point, this folded part will become center front and center back for us. So I'm done folding it right now. So here is my center front and my center back, and the other part, the folded part, now I'm using all the length of it I folded as my sleeve line. So here is my center front and this is my sleeve line. So I'm going to take the measurement of my vertical measurement, placing my tape on the shoulder line. So I'm going to take my waist length at 17 inches. So whatever your waist is, just measure it. Then the full length of this top is 27 inches. So just mark your desired full length. But we are going to tuck this inside a skirt or a trouser. So on the hip line or the full length, I'm going to take my hip circumference divide by 4. I will mark. Then I'm going to add 3 inches to it. I will mark. So I will take everything I have 15 inches. So I'll take it to the 15 inches to the waistline and mark 15 inches once again. So from the center front, center back, I will mark 15 inches. Then I'm going to connect the waist to the full length like this. So I'm trying to highlight the line for you to see. So on the waistline, I'm going to draw a straight line to touch the sleeve line. Then make our curve, our normal curve for kimono curve. So after that, we'll come over to the neckline. So the neckline depth for the back is 1.5. And the neckline depth for the front is 3 inches. The width is 4.5. Neckline width is 4.5 for two of them. So I'm going to connect the 4.5 to the 1.5 and 4.5 to the 3 inches. So it's a canoe neckline. You can even make it wider if you want. So right now I'm going to cut out the So this is the neckline, and I'm going to take the measurement of my neckline. From the center front, I'll take it all around and return back to the center front, okay? So there I have 25 inches. So this is the length of my bias is 1.5 and the length is 30 inches. Just add 5 inches to it. If you have an excess, you cut it out. So I made two of my bias at 1.5 by 30 inches. Then I have the width at of the ruffle at 5 inches. When placed on fold, we'll have 2.5. After stitching, we'll have 2 inches. So I cut out a long length of it of about 4 yards. So I'm going to fold it now, and I'm going. So here I want to start stitching the ruffle. So I've already joined my ruffle because I have 2 yards which I'm working with. So I cut at 5 inches width, and I have 4 yards at a hole because I cut 2 inches into 2 times. So here I'm going to place my ruffle right on top of the bias, and I'll start making my ruffles. So I'm using my hands to make the ruffles, as you can see. So make sure you make nice ruffles on the bias. So the first part of it, I'm going to make the ruffles on top of the bias, as you are seeing right here. So as I'm ruffling, I'm arranging it and making sure it is equal. So I'm going to ruffle the whole length of 30 inches on the bias of width of 1.5. So the whole length of 4 yards will be ruffled right into the 30 inches bias length. I believe you understand. So I'll keep ruffling till I get to the end of it right now. So I'm done gathering or making my ruffles. This is what I have. So this is the part we made the ruffle on top. So you can see what I have out of my 4 yards, just a little thing. And I'm going to cut it off from this point. Okay, so it's just very little. So the next I will do, I will go back to the machine. This part that has this, I'm going to lay it this way and use this other one, place it exactly like this, and follow the stitches. I'll just follow these stitches like this and stitch to the end. So now the other bias like I demonstrated. So I'm going to sew following the stitches, as you can see. So I'm going to place it on top and follow the stitches till I get to the end of the ruffles. So once I get to the end right now, I'm going to trim off the edges. So place it flat on your table. Make sure you place it flat and trim off. So here I'm trimming off the excess, as you can see, so I'll be able to turn it well on the neckline. So here you can see what I have right here, looking neat and beautiful. So I'm going to attach it on the neckline right now. So here is my neckline. So I'm going to start from the center front, which I notched, or by the side of it, that is the shoulder line. So I'll place the one of the bias first, just like you sew your bias or you sew your mandarin collar neckline. That's what I'm doing here. I'll pick only the bias part, and I'm going to stitch all around. So I'll go around the neckline with it like this and return back. So I'm going to sew all around and make sure I sew on only one piece of the bias. So the other piece of it, I'm going to use it to top stitch it. So I'm going to sew around now and complete the neckline. So I'm done and I'm top stitching now. So I'll be folding in to top stitch, as you can see. I'll use the other part of the bias and top stitch, just like you do in your turtle neckline sewing. So I will sew till I get to the end of it. So make sure you top stitch very nicely. So that is what I'm doing. I'm top stitching folding in 0.5 to top stitch the neckline very beautifully well. So after I'm done now, I'll give it a good press. So I've given it a good press after I've top stitch on top of it. So the part I top stitched is inside, while the part I flipped is the other way. So if you are doing this, please make sure you pleat evenly, and make sure you also top stitch accordingly. So the neckline is ready. The next we want to do now, I'm using this as my front. You know this is organza, it does not have front and back. So since this is a front dress now, the next we are going to do is to pick up the sleeve part of it. So this is the front dress and this is the sleeve. So I'll just go ahead and fold in for my elastic. So this is what I'm going to do on my machine. I'll just create my elastic casing. I'll do that now for the both sleeves. After creating the elastic casing, I'm going to cut out my elastic casing and insert on the casing. So here I'm going to take the measurements of my elastic. So I'll measure, if it's there you want it, you can measure there, but I'm taking my own measurement on the elbow part, because that's where I'm going to push in the dress. So I will cut it at the elbow part. If you want to cut it at the wrist part, it's okay too. So I'm cutting it. So just take the measurement of where you want the sleeve to rest. So I'm going to use my safety pin now to pass my elastic into the casing. So I'll just pass it into the casing, as you can see. So once I'm getting to this point, I'm going to top stitch on it so it doesn't slip. So after securing it at that end, I'm going to continue passing my elastic till I get to the other end of it. So once I get to the other end of it, I'm going to top stitch and remove my safety pin. So the next now I'm going to do, my elastic is ready inside the casing. So I'm going to turn it to the wrong side. I'll just pick up this to this and close up the side. So I'll just go ahead and stitch at 0.5 to the end of the dress. So I'll also close the other part of the dress and we are done. So now I've closed the sides of this dress. You can see the elastic part of the sleeve, so you can go ahead and wear anything inside. I've also hemmed the down part of it, and this is the end of this tutorial. So I believe this class was helpful to you. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section. See you in the next class. Bye.